question mark? Are we ready? Oh, we are live. Yay. We got it happening live from the fabulous Caesar Hotel in Las Vegas. And our friend Mila over here. I don't know where you're calling from.
I'm calling from North Carolina.
Oh, perfect. So she's from North Carolina. I'm usually in Phoenix, as you all know, but today in Las Vegas. And this is how we do the thing.
This is how we do it.
Right. Mila doesn't know this yet, but I told myself this year I was just going to be consistent with the show because I got a little down about myself when I started it last year, just to be like, no one cares. But then I was like, no, I just want to do it for me because no one's talking about condoms and I'm learning a lot and I just can't seem to keep that to myself. And then somehow I speak into the ether, into this, the void, and the void is speaking back, guys. I got Mila. Yeah, go ahead, Mila. Say a little bit about yourself before I do the full intro of life.
Sure. So I'm Mila Impola. I'm from One Condoms. I've been working there for 8.5 magical years now. So my whole everything that I think about is usually somehow related to condoms, lubricant, oral dams in the world of condoms and sexual health. And I came from a background in sex ed after having terrible sex ed when I moved from Finland.
I was like, did you have sex ed at all?
You can call it sex ed when all you say is don't have sex or you're going to die. So
yeah, or periods. That's it.
Yeah, or those periods. And here's some tampons. So I really made that my love's passion for a while.
Hi, Facebook user.
Hi,
Who's
Facebook
not showing
user.
me your name on StreamYard. I'm so sorry to cut you off.
We're glad you're here.
Let me put my banner on. Thank you for coming. Here, I have this cute banner because the P3 page, right? It's kind of like our industry page for the US in adult retail. It's a private page. So my my happy little StreamYard here doesn't want me to. Oh, it's Tamara. I need you to come on later. Oh, okay. You'll love Mila. You'll love Tamara. She's also sex ed people. You'll just actually love everybody. But yeah, if you don't do the StreamYard.com/Facebook and say yes, then I don't know who you are, or I have to guess. Which could be half the fun here too.
Which could be fun. Yeah, that could be fun
too. I digress. But thanks for joining. Mila is going to be your girl. If you guys haven't heard, she's been at Global. So that's One Condom among many other things. They do you guys are owned by the biggest latex company in the world, which we don't need to deep dive into, but I'm just trying to set you up. Guys, if we've got questions on One Condom or the My One or the Flex, anything one, right? We can squiggle on in and help with the Mila here. Oh goodness. Okay, so anybody that's just joining, because I know sometimes it takes a minute for the lives to get going. I'm Tori. Welcome to Tuesday, Tori, the show that says nothing in the title, but it's just me. In case you guys are just tuning in or you haven't seen all the stuff, I originally just started the show because I landed in Paradise's lap around this time last year, and I had done liquids, lubricant for 8 years, right? Just about as long as you've been with Global. And when I landed in Chris's lap, it was kind of just like, I was almost, I don't know if the word is just stupid or naive, or I was coming in pretty pompous or pious. Well, I at least understand that there's different types of condoms, right? Because lube has to be 510K certified because of the condoms. And I knew nothing, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't blame anybody for that. Thus, the show. Seriously, daily, weekly, I'm still learning something new about manufacturing and condoms and sexual health and wellness and all this fun stuff. So the show's for you guys. I want it to be a resource and a platform. So if you guys have questions, please go ahead and ask away, ask me. We'll put little links if you guys need information on any articles or stuff we're talking about. If you need help reaching Mila, feel free to message me here, or you guys all know Tori at Paradise Marketing. But here we go. This is just my casual yet captivating wannabe web stream where I'm attempting to girl boss in this very male dominated, not for anybody's fault or anything, but they're all external condoms, right? So I'm talking about penises all day, which is pretty rad, but again, we want you to learn and laugh and maybe blush while we giggle a little bit, but we want the conversation, right? We want the conversation about condoms to be as easy as we talk about toys.
Yeah.
So here's Tuesday Tori, right? And Mila, I feel like you're something really cool there. I just looked at your title. It's Director of Marketing and Communication.
Yes.
She's a bigwig there, guys.
And senior size specialist. I gave myself that title, but yeah, senior size specialist.
Hey, Okay. So we might have to just start all the things because you were like, well, now I'm a senior size specialist. I need to know, how do you become this specialist?
You spend about 6.5 years learning about condom fit, penis size, talking to, I feel like now hundreds, if not thousands of people with a penis, or general condom users, or the people they play with, just talking about condom fit and why that matters and how to help them find a proper condom fit. So,
Right. I was blown away when you guys first showed me the line because I was like, wait, people don't know their size? Isn't it just as common? Because I assumed it to be very intimate, right? As like knowing your bra size, because that's all I could really attribute it to. No, no one knows their size. And they should, not just for condoms, but like I would imagine pumps and cock rings and anything else. Like, but apparently it's not out there, is it?
right. And before, so my own custom fit, because we launched it on the market 6.5 years ago with the 52 condom sizes. And before that, and education still continues to be around, well, if the condom doesn't fit, go find a condom that fits better. But before my one came on the market, it was kind of like saying, like, well, if your shoe doesn't fit, just go find a shoe that fits better. But then you go to the shoe store and every shoe is a size 7. And you're like, well, how do I find it when
Yeah,
there's
like what is a different size then?
yeah, exactly. So
No, a lot of we talk about a lot here on the show, kind of the marketing jargon, right? There's not necessarily a benchmark for anybody really. Like, did you know? Well, you probably knew, but when I started here, like, did anybody know that there is an industry standard for a condom thickness?
yeah.
There's a standard. I had no idea. Like, why are we not saying this all the time? This should be something that everybody is like, hey, like, how are you supposed to discuss or know your options if we don't know where the benchmark is or where we're starting from? Again,
Right.
mind blown.
And the regular condom
So
was kind of developed a long time ago to essentially sort of hopefully maybe cover most people, right? So that's why condoms are a lot longer than what most people need. The regular condoms are around 7 inches long. Average penis is around 5. So they're too long for like around 91% of people, but it was developed that way to hopefully cover or at least be long enough for a lot of people. And it's
right,
also
and
tighter than what most people feel. So when they say condoms are too small for me, what often people mean is that they're actually too tight in circumference because they were made hopefully tight enough. So at least, even if you're just like being squeezed to death, hopefully they're at least snug enough so they stay on. So the standard condom size, while it works for a lot of people, and that's freaking fantastic and that's amazing, there are a lot of people who just need something either longer or wider or shorter and tighter or somewhere within that realm of sizes.
right, 100%. And just to kind of throw it out there, if anybody hasn't heard the training or the spiel, a penis in the wild is about 5.5 inches, and that's what the condom industry would call snug. When really it's kind of just an average penis. So depending on the line, right, your sizing of large could really be standard, or vice versa. A snug could be all the way up to a 7.5, depending on how somebody wants to measure their stuff. Like one large is not equal to another large, right? I'm sure you know, because as you just mentioned, sometimes it's hard. The box is this big. I don't blame anybody, but a lot of times people assume large is larger in length, but really, as you said, a lot of people need more of a width, right? They need more circumference, but they don't make that easy to distinguish in any of the packaging.
Right. And even extra large condoms, like they're typically a little bit wider, but a whole lot longer or a little bit longer. So for a lot of people, they need something shorter, but wider. So when you get the extra large condom, all you're getting is like a whole bunch more extra length, which either that length kind of hangs off at the tip, which is uncomfortable. And it's kind of like wearing pants that are too long. You're not feeling confident when you have like 2 to 3 inches of latex hanging at the
Yeah,
tip.
how is it running in those shoes that are too big? It doesn't work.
Right. Or it kind of bunches at the base, and the more extra latex there is, the tighter it starts to feel. It's like a rubber band getting tighter. So extra large condoms can, for some people, especially if they're thicker, feel a lot tighter than even a regular condom would. So that extra length can really be a challenge for some people.
Well, and then also, like, right, the point of the condom is to capture the fluid. So very important, guys, that we do like leave room in that tip for fluids, but you don't want them
Mhm.
flute flopping around, right? Possibly coming out if it's too big. Then like that just defeats the point. We wanted the fluids to stay in their condom. Yes.
Right.
So again, mind blowing, right? Like I have to go in and measure my bra size, right? But
And I
Not that I
think
want
people
people
are
to.
aware that penises come in different sizes. So it's strange, even when you think about it, like, why would have condoms only come in
Yeah,
one?
we're very aware. Maybe we just think it's like
Right.
gloves, right? Like
Yeah.
we everybody's always talking about different penises or whose penis was this and this, but I guess we just assumed it was gloves, right? It's again, condoms been around for 100 years. So maybe we just forgot that there's innovation and there's a
Right.
shit ton of innovation, guys.
Yeah. And even thinking about one of my main goals, and I'd say one of our company goals, but definitely a personal goal, I see it all the time, whether it's unfortunately even in sex education or online, where somebody will pull like a condom over their arm or a foot and they say, see, condoms fit everyone. And I just have to say, y'all, putting a condom over your arm, this is a very different anatomy than a penis is, right? Like this has a bone in it. Despite the name, there's no bone in a boner. So if you put something that is too tight on a penis, it can cause instant erection loss, which I've talked to a lot of people. It gives them so much anxiety, performance anxiety, when they know that they put that condom on when it's not wide enough in circumference, and it just instantly
We all
kills
got
them.
enough anxiety.
We got
Yeah.
so much, and I've taught, or it leaves the dreaded red ring of death, which is an old Xbox reference, but it's essentially like if you think about leaving a rubber band on your wrist for too long and it leaves that painful purple mark. Like that's not comfortable. Like sex is supposed to be
No.
fun, pleasurable,
Well,
comfortable, and like why should you
exactly.
have purple rings on your penis after sex just because the condom just isn't working for you, right?
No, if you choose to be marked, you should do it in a fun way, not from your although interesting, I have, and I hadn't thought about this until like right this space. I've had some customers that prefer it to be snugger because it acts kind of like a cock ring. So this
Mm-hmm.
all just goes back to like my other favorite saying, all of my isms, where it's like, are you outfitting your customer, right? Are you asking the
Right.
right open-ended questions to discover what
What are
experience
they
they're looking
looking
for?
for? Yeah, it's so
Exactly.
true. And
Well,
then
so tell. Oh, go ahead.
the other thing also about the condom over the arm, because I'm very passionate about that whole demonstration,
Mm.
just getting rid of it for all,
Oh, this
is
is
the
great.
fact that that assumes that everybody that comes and talks to you, whether you're an educator, a person working at a company, a partner, or whatever, that that person isn't actually trying to tell you that condoms slip off on them, because they are long and they are, it can be too wide also for people. So what's not talked about is that condoms do slip off, right? Because they can be too big. So then, like, even we just did a customer survey in advance of Measure Penis Day, where 50%
Ooh,
of
yeah,
the
we're gonna talk
people
about that
said
later.
that they've experienced condom slippage, and that's not comfortable. Like, the condom isn't the person isn't the problem, the condom is the problem. And that's why, even out of all 52 sizes, the snuggest one, so the shortest and tightest one, is our number one seller and has been for years, because, and a lot of the sizes that are like, and when I say snug, I mean just snugger than a regular condom, because
We
no,
really need average size, but this is just the industry,
it's
guys.
literally the average size, because even our shortest length is 4.7 inches long, and that's literally the length of an average penis.
And
So
right, you can get if you're struggling with length, right? Latex will stretch a little bit, and definitely that
this,
graphene. So if
yeah,
you're kind of in between, again, why you can try other things, but I think it's, and I know we talked at the show about this. It's like, well, I don't think the information for a lot of penis owners, or even couples that are like, or anybody that's dating, a vulva owner that wants to just be more prepared for whatever experience. It's like people don't know that there's another option, right? It's just like Trojan or whatever's at the store. They don't realize that, like, no, this large one is actually wider, this snug one is actually average, right? And then this one is way thinner than that one. But it's like, how are you supposed
right.
to
It's
know?
about like trying different ones, see what works for you. And the standard condom size, it does work amazingly for a lot of people, and that's great. But yeah, if you, I've talked to so many people where they say like, oh, I didn't realize that the reason I hated condoms was just because they're too tight or they're always slipping off, or it was the fit that was the problem. So that's why we're excited that at least now there's a whole whopping 52 sizes to choose from, if the condom fit is what's the challenge that someone's
It's
experiencing.
like the Victoria's Secret of condoms, guys. I mean, again, not that I need anybody whipping out and measuring, but Mila's got all the tools so that you can, right, arm yourself and be informed and have the best smart sex life, right? It's you respecting yourself and your partner and anybody else involved. And I mean, to me, it truly just allows couples to be more intimate, because you're having this vulnerable moment. You're having a conversation about what your expectations are. But right, we go back to performance anxiety. A lot of people don't even want to have that conversation because it's scary, because no one's just I know I'm the one walking around always talking about anal sex, but it didn't start out that way. You know what I mean? It didn't start out that way. So we got to get somewhere. Okay, so we talked about. We'll circle back on my one line because it's amazing, guys. 52 sizes. Paradise has it. We're gonna blow the shit out of the water, right? Pardon my French, but it's my show. Thank you, Mila. Okay. So I had convinced Mila, I mean, for lots of reasons, because she's being very sweet, but especially because we have a little bit of a holiday coming up, guys. Can you tell me a little bit about Measure a Penis Day?
Yeah, coming up. It's on Thursday, so it's almost here. It's our 5th annual. So it's a day that we essentially invented, and Google now actually recognizes it as a holiday, which I think that's great for everyone.
Right, it's a 4th year, 5th year?
5th year, yeah.
5th year. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, because we realized, and our size specialist, and as we were launching the brand, you realize how much education you have to do. Because when somebody says 52 condom sizes, most people roll their eyes and are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, like, why would I need any of that?
Yeah, so it's all about, we have resources. We talk about, why condom fit matters. We just did a customer survey asking people for their favorite feedback on how to measure together, involving our customers in that way. But it's all about just normalizing the conversation, helping educate people. Like, if you hate condoms, it might be because they just don't fit right, and getting people to have a lot of fun measuring. You can measure together, right?
And guess what? There's more than just latex out there now.
Yeah.
Right? You've got non-latex, you've got latex and graphene, the first ever hybrid condom. You've got, polyurethane. There's so many other options. Sorry, stopping really quick to say, hey, Lulu. Mila, it looks like she won a giveaway.
Congratulations. Your box is on the way. They shipped out today, so.
Ooh, is it like one of the pretty boxes I got? Did she get a box? Ooh, Lulu, you're gonna have a lot of fun. She'll probably vlog it. We'll repost. It'll be fun.
It's also fun, like, if you don't have a penis in your life to measure, you can measure household objects. That is very fun.
And figure out what number you are. Oh yeah, guys, I didn't bring up the packaging. I can in a little bit. Something that I found really exciting about the packaging was that it's always non-discreet. It's one, but it's not like they call out like, this is your 7.5, like, you are this size. They do everything by a color and a letter, right? Mm-hmm. So once you figure out your stuff, it's not like you're walking around like, I need the tiny condom, right? Because people care about that.
Just codes. So a MIMA code is a length letter and a girth number. So a girth number could be 45, for example, and your letter could be a C. So then you're 45C.
Again, it's like bras, guys. This is amazing.
Yeah. And so on purpose on February 1st because it's National Condom Month. February,
I was gonna say, Valentine's. That, like, let me tee you up for that. What happens after Measure a Penis? We got National Condom Week, guys. Did you know about this week? And then next month we have Steak and Blowjob. It's perfect. Like, it's the perfect season to make sure we're having the smart sex. And if you need help with any sort of fun items, our friend, obviously I will help you, but Miss Mila's got the hookup, right? That one condoms are really super fun. They've got the glow in the dark. They've got that tattoo
glow in the dark condoms. Yeah, our packaging looks like this. Pleasure Plus has a pouch at the top that's ribbed. Insider one's called it the sex toy of condoms because it kind of moves back and forth, helps.
Yeah, with that extra super bulbous, guys. It's fun. And what was the other one that I was going to talk about? I forget.
Super Studs is another fun one. It's studded, so that one.
I was going to say, how many studs? I forget. Someone counted once. It's like 312 or something.
Yeah, it's like 312. It's well over 200. So
a lot of studs. I attempted to count the other ones.
Flavor waves, which is good. And the good thing is we don't use any sugars or sweeteners. So these are actually intended and can be used not just for oral, but also vaginal, all the sex types. So it's a common misconception, I think, that flavor condoms can only be used for oral sex, but it just really depends if the specific brand or product uses any sweeteners.
I love that. Well, and we had the same problem back in lube where it was like, no, it's still okay for ingestion, right? It's just, flavored. So you can it's still a water-based lube. Do whatever you want with it.
Right.
Cool. Lulu says she's got a workshop for Steak and Blowjob. So I might be calling you to see if we can help out our friend Lulu for a little co-op. Yeah, she does. Oh my goodness. I'll send you her podcast later. She's super fun.
Yes,
okay. So yes, how a Measure a Penis. We're rolling right into kickstarting National Condom Week. which ends on the 21st, in case anyone's wondering. But you know what? It's full year. It's all year round here. It's always.
I feel like every day for me is Measure Penis Day, or at least for our company. So but.
At least right now, I feel like every day is latex or polyisoprene. Like that's like every like what you need. What are you sensitive to?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just roll right into it because we've been mentioning it. So let's do the like deep dive portion. Here's where you guys need to pause and like listen to us. This is your product training, right? Give me the spotlight. What's the one condom life and the my one line, because you're gonna help me sell it right now. So all y'all, I got it in stock now in case anyone wants to order it. I'm just saying.
So One Condoms is the original brand, launched in 2003. So this is more of the standard size. So, but it has all kinds of different styles, from studded and ribbed, and like we said, glow in the dark flavors. There's Flex, which is our newest one. So that combines this amazing nanomaterial called graphene with latex, which helps make the condom super thin, strong, flexible, and has 85 better heat transfer, because latex on its own is an insulator, traps in body heat, right? It's a common kind of complaint with condoms. So because of the properties of graphene being the most conductive material on the planet, this actually super helps with heat transfer. So Flex is
it's what they make the space suits out of, so you don't freeze to death in outer space, guys. No, honestly, I thought it was gone. The heat transfer is so good. I was like, this is bullshit. It already I mean, and this was for research. I'm old now. I've had my children. I got one penis, and he's been snipped. But still, for research, I thought
for research purposes, you always
I thought it was gone. Yeah, if you haven't tried the Flex yet, call me. We'll get you set up.
Flex is amazing. And then under one line, we also have lubes. I only have my Move today. This is sometimes hard to figure out where the camera's. There we go. So Move is our silicone-based lube. It's probably the top seller out. We also have Oasis, which is water-based, and then Oasis Silk, which is hybrid. So depending what kind of lube you're looking for, try them all, see what you like the best. We're also super into lube, because lube adds comfort, pleasure, and really, really helps prevent also condom breakage. So it's pleasure and it's function. So lube is your
on every nightstand, as Emily would say, and I'm here for it, right? Like, and make sure, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Mila, but I'm pretty sure the amount of lubricant that is put into the foil of the condom is really just a suggestion, just to help you get it on. You really should and need to be adding your own lubricant on top of it.
100%. And then, so that's all about One Condoms. We have different condom styles. We have the fun wrappers. We're often known as the round wrapper people, right? We partner with a lot of artists on the artwork on the front. We've done design contests in the past. We also do a bunch of programs to get people really passionate about getting people to be more comfortable talking about condoms, making it super fun. That's why we do condom fashion shows, not where people wear the condom on their penis, which is the first question I usually get, but it's actually where the garments are all made out of condoms, just to get people talking about condoms, infuse a little art into it, have fun with it.
I love that. Yeah, you guys have had all sorts of art contests and other things for your packaging, right?
Yeah. So it's a big part of who we are, just to make it super fun and engaging and really invite people to be part of the brand. Because as much as I would love to think that I'm cool and what's cool on a condom wrapper, we'd love to get that feedback from our community, so it's cool for everybody. So there's a little bit of,
I feel like I'm too far down the rabbit hole, right? I'm like, this is good. Is it? Do you understand this? Like, I've seen,
am I cool anymore? I don't know.
Or right, there's some products out there, they're like, oh, it says, it has a thickness. It's got a 0.04 millimeters in it. But I'm like, does anybody fucking know what that means? Like, it's so great, but it's also like, it's not part of the conversation. We have this, like, I don't know, stigma right now that's like, when you wear a condom, it's going to feel different. But different is not bad. Like, we have all sorts of lube and toys that do different things that human bodies cannot do, and that's not bad, right? This is like your one shot. This is your birthright. You need to, it's up to you and your partner to communicate through these things, and it's not easy, that whole vulnerability thing, but hopefully we can help a little bit. Okay, so just because I have to drill you now. All right, you're the expert. We got 52 sizes. Tell me, what's the biggest challenge you faced in trying to find someone the correct size? And like, how did you overcome it? Did the 52 sizes work out?
Right. I think it's first, even from a marketing perspective, convincing people to even try it, right? That's why we make it super easy to even sample, right? So Should I show how the measuring tool works?
Yeah, I was going to try to bring it up too. I was trying to find the PDF, but maybe you show it there.
Oh, I have my handy dandy to go laminated fit kit right here. So let's see if I can get it.
Wait, can I remove my?
Aha, okay. So if you see, there's going to be a side with a bunch of letters and a side with a bunch of numbers. So first, well, depends if you want to do length or girth first. It's really up to you. But this part goes at the base of the erect penis. Very important. It is an erect penis because it's how you would use a penis typically. So you see, this goes at the base, and you see C is the shortest myelin length option, and then it goes all the way up to M. So wherever the tip of the penis lines up, that would be your length code. Then we got to get the girth too. So you'll see the tool at the bottom has this yellow little line and a bunch of these color-coded numbers. So then when you wrap it around, you'll see, here we go. 45 would be the tightest, and then 64 would be the widest. And then you just combine 64J, 45C, 51F, and then you can go to myonecondoms.com. You just type in your letter and your girth number, and we'll send you a sample kit that has the size you measured plus another close size. You do some testing. Maybe you measured upside down. It happens all the time. You just contact one of our wonderful size specialists, and they'll kind of listen to your feedback. Okay, well, let's go one size shorter, one size longer, and then we just keep sending you more samples until you figure out what size you need. And I get it. You can also print this on the website, right? But we also know that maybe people don't have printers anymore because we don't need to print MapQuest directions as often anymore. So,
oh my God, I did. I was thinking about that the other day, like randomly. I was like, oh man, remember when I used to have to print them? Cuckoo about it. Oh I'm putting the link to some My One stuff in the comments, guys, as well as Measure a Penis Day.
Thank you. Yeah, and so if the second way is if you don't have a printer or a fit kit, you can also just use like a measuring tape or a piece of paper and a ruler to just measure like in inches or millimeters, and then you type those into our website and then enter your measurements part of the site, and then we tell you what your code is. And the third way, because sometimes you don't have time to measure, or you just don't want to, or you want to keep a few different sizes on your nightstand. So then we made these little samplers where I'm just trying to get it out of my kit, and there's a little bit of confetti. But there's
pretty.
Snug sampler it's kind of like if you know that condoms are typically too big or slip off, you get the Snug sampler, and it has 3 preset sizes to kind of test out. It also has the fit kit in there. Classic is going to be 3 sizes kind of in the middle of our size chart to test out. And then large is just larger than a regular condom. So that's a great way. Or, like I said, a lot of people keep them in their nightstand. If you're not sure what size penis you might be playing with, then at least you got a few different size options other than just a regular size.
Okay, and I'm talking to mostly, right, this is like the P3 page, there's mostly adult retailers. Oh, I know how much y'all love your 3 counts. Okay, so now it's a 3 count with 3 different, I know, so it's a 3 count with all the different sizes in that family, right? And then, right, because we're always talking about the importance of commodity sales to get your customers, right, that repeat business. Now they're going to come back and get the 10 count, and then they're going to come see you all the time because of course now they're going to be curious of whatever lingerie they have, whatever lube, whatever pills you might be selling. That's how we keep our foot traffic up, guys.
Right. Yeah. The samplers are a great way to introduce someone to the brand, especially at a store setting where as much as I would love a store where people can just whip out their penis and start measuring right in the aisle, I don't think we're quite there yet as a society. So at least they can pick up a sampler based on their prior condom experiences and get through.
I think it's great because there's still a preference. So maybe you still right. I know why am I saying right so much today? This is like a new thing. I've turned into a Valley girl. I also said hella today.
Oh,
I was like, it's hella cool. I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to.
Well, I recently moved from California back to Texas, and I have fully embraced y'all again. So.
Oh, we're going to do some y'all. Okay, hold on. I've got this. I was going to show some cuteness from what you sent me. Oh, dang. Make sure you click. Okay. Well, I'm working on it anyways, guys. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Someday I'll have a producer of fun. I guess I'm allowed to download these and then put them in a slide thing here on StreamYard. This is how I'm learning on the spot here, apparently. Okay. TBD, guys.
TBD. We are.
But I have them. So I know everybody's waiting patiently. I'm going to make this like, I'm just calling it a resource page, and I'll put all those things up there on our website. But if you need it, the glorious Mila has sent me all the PDFs because poor thing, I had to bother her a bajillion times because you all were excited about everything we were showing at the booth. So I've got all the collateral, including cute little lifestyle images where like people are like holding, reaching for hands
Reaching
in
for
bed.
the kid. Just so excited to measure.
Well, but I mean, yeah, maybe it doesn't sound that exciting, and maybe because I'm old, but it's like, no, you need to just make it easier for people to start these conversations because they're so important.
Right.
Like, how many people don't end up, I know you've probably met these people, and I know a lot of people in our audience have, but you know, the 67-year-old woman that comes in the store that says, I've never had an orgasm. Right. Because it's just, it can be so taboo, or the information's not out there, or whatever it is. It's like, no, I'm here to help. How can I help? Right. Again, I'm talking adults. This is your adult privilege. You only get one shot. Do you? That's all I'm saying. But
agreed,
smart, but try to be smart where you can. Syphilis is back, y'all, is all I'm going to say.
I know. I saw that. CDC is like really reporting. It was like 80% increase since 2000.
Oh, and did you see the biggest jump in that increase was congenital syphilis? So people who don't know that they have it are having babies with syphilis.
Oh, yeah. And that's why.
So let us help you guys, right? And again, it's going to feel different, but that's good. Different is not bad.
Right. And sexual health is also, it's condoms, lubricants, but it's also getting tested. It's also making sure you're thinking about your own pleasure, your boundaries, all the good stuff. So
someone says, go Tori. I feel like, I think that's my boss watching in the audience. This might be the first time he's ever watched a show.
Welcome.
It's me. I don't want to watch me either. Okay. So I'm loving all this. And Mila, I would love to have you come back and like, maybe we do like a whole, like more sexual educated instead of like product focused, because I feel like we have a decent mind share, and I need to swoop you up into my group of other people, right? We have a beautiful cohort.
I can't wait.
It's so fun. Okay. So I'm just going to ask you one last question, and then you can, shamelessly pug, but I want to know any special, development or marketing campaigns we can look forward to in the My One line, right? Because I've got a lot of buyers here. And one of their number one questions is always like, okay, we just want to make sure you have the manufacturer support, or what are they going to do to help support this line? So, if you can maybe sprinkle some fun things in there.
Oh, sure. So Measure Penis Day obviously is coming up. We have fun stuff coming up for Valentine's Day and throughout Condom Month, where we'll really be like busting myths, showing people how the fit kit works. And then we're also doing something around Foreskin Day, which is going to be really fun, which is in April.
I'm so glad you said that. I almost want to say, when you're saying like, hey, you put your condom on, it needs to be like erect or semi-erect, I wanted to be like, but also pull your foreskin back.
Yeah.
I only say that because I met this poor person when I went to a show in Boston June last year. And he was like one of the case studies because he had 2 STIs because people just didn't test him for it. And it turned into some autoimmune disease because he really thought he couldn't wear condoms because nobody like told him he needed to pull his foreskin back. He actually didn't even know he had a foreskin.
Right. Because it's another taboo topic that we're tackling, so we're all about starting conversations about often things that aren't talked about enough, in our opinion. So.
Yep. So that's this show, guys, where 2 attractive people will get on and talk about anal sex and condoms and all the gross things nobody wants to talk about. So you can blame it on us. Well, these chicks were saying it. Yes, right. We were saying it. We're trying to work on the stigma.
Masturbation month coming up in May. That's always fun. And
love that one.
My one really this year focusing on the educational part. So we have a lot of sex educator partnerships coming up. We're trying to also, like, when doctors take the intake and they just say, do you use condoms? Yes, no. Okay, next question. Like, can we convince them to maybe plug something in there if they say no? Like, why do you? It's a hefty.
Like, why are you not using condoms? This is right. I would love to know why people. Yeah, for the most part, people just like, oh, I don't want to spend the money. I can't feel anything. I don't know, right? Because nobody knows that there's other options.
Right. So we're trying to find all the people out there who talk to people about condoms and penises and try to help them make sure that they know that My One exists. And ultimate goal is to just get a bunch of these fit kits. So we send them to educators, clinics, anyone who wants them, who wants to help us pass them out. So
she'll send them to me and I'll put them in your orders, guys. It's all good. They need to be on everyone's counter. And you agree,
great for dinner conversations. Great for
dinner conversations.
All about it.
Just thinking, like leave behinds when I travel. It's like put them on your like with your STI collateral. It's like they have great education there too, and your measure. Like I think it should go in everybody's shopping bag, especially if they're buying like a pump or a ring too. It'll be like, well, maybe you didn't enjoy that one because now you can go size yourself.
Yeah,
maybe you needed a different size. Sales tips 101.
Yeah.
Tori and Mila.
That'll be the next podcast.
I need to figure this one out a little bit. So we'll get there. You all can like remember, like reflect on these fun shows, and then like, you know, it's gonna get cleaned up here, and you'll be like, wow, remember when Tori had just like these bullet points on this Google sheet? It's gonna be fun.
Hey, I love it. They were super helpful.
So I'm opening it up for questions. I see there's a couple people here live before I sign Mila off. So if you do have any questions with the My One line, anything one really, maybe Trustex and maybe some other things too. I think she can answer a lot of questions. So I'm just throwing it out there. If anyone does have any questions, or, you know, I know sometimes people don't want me to like put up the comments. Feel free to reach out to me. I will connect you with Mila. We'll do the things.
Yes, we will do the things and answer all the questions.
Also any quick tips while we're waiting to see if there's questions on making sure that you accurately, like how can you, I know you showed us the stuff, but is there any tips with the not the machine, the tape? Like, do we need to make sure it's sitting in a certain position? Do we need to be like tight about it, not so tight about it? Any tips?
Yeah, like you're not like trying to strangle a garden snake, right? Like it's
well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe people don't know how should your condom really feel, right?
Ultimately, the condom should be long enough, right, that you get protection all the way from the base to the tip from any STIs that are transmitted by skin-to-skin contact, and it should just be tight enough so that it stays on. That's why even when you measure with the fit kit, the condom that you'll get in circumference will be just a little bit tighter than your penis circumference, and it already accounts for all that. You don't have to do math; we do it for you. But just
Isn't that nice?
I know, we're so sweet, but so that it actually stays on. So, but again, like if you get your samples and you're like, you know what, this isn't quite working, we love to help people find a better fit. The other thing is sometimes people's penises are like bigger at the base than at the tip, and they're like, where do I measure from? If that is the case, I recommend people take a few measurements and then calculate the average. Even more fun math, or measure at the thickest part, but
right. Yeah. Again, I have to compare it to one of my other lives in lingerie where it was like, hey, if you're normally a 36D, but the demi cut's not the right cut for you, but you need that for said shirt, oh, you can try the 34 double, right? Where you can kind of like fit,
exactly like that, really.
We have our demi cut fashionable ultra thin condoms, and then we have our standard, you know, whatever super sensitive condom for your everyday use, right? We can outfit your condoms just like your bras. I got this.
Exactly.
All right, so it's the time, Mila. Do the shameless plug. Tell us all the hashtags and then where to find you, and I will attempt to comment and repost them later. But also, you could just we'll figure it out, guys.
Yes, sure. So you can find One Condoms and the My One Custom Fit line on onecondoms.com. You can find it all there. You can also find it at Paradise. You can also find it in stores. My One is available. Not that we can put all 52 sizes, but select sizes are at CVS, we're on Walmart, Walgreens, all the good places. So lots of places, Amazon, to find us. If you have any questions, you can contact info@onecondoms.com. You can also contact me directly. And then Measure Penis Day is at onecondoms.com/measure day. Easy to remember. And
is there like a hashtag? I was like, I don't think you want people like sending in the measuring, but like, is there like a cute hashtag where it's like, I bought my one. It's National Measure Penis Day or anything?
Yes, it is hashtag MAPD. So Measure a Penis Day 24.
Love it. And Mila sent me this cute little JPEG. So if anybody needs it for their collateral, do reach out.
Yes.
Well, anything else you want to leave us with? You've got some wise words of wisdom. Words of Vegas coming out of Tori's mouth. Do you have anything to help me close out this show, Mila?
Well, I just hope that eventually it becomes, you know, like a national holiday and we all take the day off. But, you know, if you have the time on Measure Penis Day.
Chris?
Yeah.
Chris, you hear us? Measure Penis Day off. It's too much.
Yeah. So if you do have time to measure penis on your body or in your life or a household item, just to get some practice how the fit kit works, you know, Thursday's a great day, but also any day after that.
Dude, I'm so gonna measure random things and hashtag you just to see.
Please do. Please do. We would love to see them.
I feel like things are gonna get real. Start measuring everything in the office. It's gonna be great.
Oh, we are also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and X, just at One Condoms. Easy to find.
Oh, ew, you call it X? I can't. I'm
I
trying.
can't. I'm really trying to, but I hate it. I do hate it.
I was like, wait, did you adopt? I was like, oh wait, what's X? Oh, Twitter.
I miss
I'm
the
old.
bird.
I'm one of them. I'm one of
bird.
them now. I know, where's the bird in my tweets?
And what do we call it now? Do we not call it tweeting? Like, what do we call it? Xing? Sexing?
Yeah, like we're Xing. Yeah, instead of like I used to be like I remember when it first came out. I was like, oh, I gotta send a twat. That was so fun, and now we can't.
That was
twat.
so fun. What do we send now? I don't know.
I don't know. Musk is too cool for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
That being said, we're gonna. But shoot, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, everybody.
Yay! So thanks for coming Tuesday, Tori. Thank you so much, Mila, for coming.
Thank you so
we'll
much.
make sure if anyone has any, because sometimes people watch this later and they'll comment. I'll make sure to reach out, and if you guys need help reaching Mila, I will make sure it happens. But hey, thanks for enjoying some laughs with us. I feel like we learned. Today was a little bit more product focused, but I think it's huge just to get it out there to be like, we have 52 different sizes of condoms.
Please.
We got to figure it out.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. And we always love to answer questions. So thank you so much.
It's amazing. So remember, we're doing this journey together, and it's a platform for you guys. So do reach out if you have questions, or there's a topic you want to discuss, or all the things, because we'll figure it out. So come back next Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing next Tuesday, but once I figure it out, I will post about it, and we will have an amazing time. I try to get on at 5 p.m. wherever I am, which is usually in Arizona. So I think that's like 4 for a lot of Pacific Standard Time, except today when I'm happy and in Vegas. But yeah, until next time, like just stay safe, stay curious, and keep asking all the questions. We want to figure it out for you guys.
All righty. Bye, everyone.
Bye.